I'm Callie. Welcome to Cointreau. Today we're going to be making a cocktail. We call it the Rosé Sangria. It's kind of a sangria. It's mostly a sangria. It's not a spritz, but it's definitely fun. It's wine base. It's pink. It's delightful, and it's just a good time drinking it. So we're going to build this one right in a wine glass. I've got a jigger here because, as you all know by now, Cointreau believes firmly in jigger pouring. It's the only way to get the most accurate pour, especially when you're dealing with crazy measurements like 1/4 of an ounce, 1/8 of an ounce. But today I have everything measured out in advance because the spirit behind a cocktail like a spritz or a sangria is less about precise measurement and more about creating atmosphere. You're trying to have a good time. You try not to take things too seriously, but you still care about what you're drinking. It's got to taste good, and it's still something you're putting in your body at the end of the day. So I have a rosé wine. We have a dry French rosé, which is kind of our favorite style for this cocktail. If you want to have a sparkling rosé, that's great as well. Generally, I think dry wine, especially with rosé, you're going to get better results than something sweeter. If you want to sweeten it, then you can do that and have a lot more control over it. So I've got 3 other ingredients here. This is Cointreau, which is an orange liqueur. There are many orange liqueurs on the market. Cointreau is a great one. This is fresh squeezed lemon juice. Fresh squeeze is always better. And this is a rose infused simple syrup. So that's the only one here that's complicated at all. We make it from scratch, but it's pretty easy. To make a simple syrup, you just use a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water. Heat up the water until the sugar dissolves. For the rose infusion, we've got dried rose petals, which you can see out on the bar top here is a beautiful decoration. So make sure you get the water up to boiling and put some dried rose petals in the syrup, stir in the sugar, stir in the dried rose petals, let it steep for about 10 minutes longer if you want a stronger flavor, and then just strain out the rose petals. Let it cool, and that syrup will keep for a few weeks. So what we're going to do today is mix all those together. We're going to add a fresh lemon wheel garnish and some ice, stir it up, and enjoy. And that's it, because sometimes cocktails should just be simple and fun. So we'll start with the rosé. We've got 4 ounces of our dry rosé wine right in the wine glass. We have a 1/2 ounce of Cointreau, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, and a 1/2 ounce of our rose infused simple syrup. Nice pretty one. Just drop in that lemon wheel. Add a little ice. Try not to drop the ice all over the bar top, but it's fine if you do. And then we'll just give it a little stir to mix things up and cool it off. And that's it. So here we have a delicious, refreshing rosé sangria of sorts. Cheers.